Road maintenance workers are some of the most visible public works employees, but a lot more goes into the process than what we see.
My name is Dana Matheson. I've been with the county for 5 years, and I am a equipment operator, one correctional officer. I basically move and operate any type of equipment and supervise inmates. That's basically my job. The most challenging thing I would say about my job would be the lowboy, practically, because there's a lot of responsibility that goes with it. You've got to make sure everything's chained down properly, everything's secure, the truck is hooked up right. I know I had an incident a few weeks ago while I was driving a lowboy, and all of a sudden the air hose popped off of it. So I had to get in the turning lane and jump out of the truck and see what was going on, and that's what it was. The air hose had just popped loose. So there's a lot of responsibility that goes on with that. And when we're in our full swing paving season, basically we know exactly what we're going to be doing every day. We know who's driving out a flatbed, who's driving a sign truck, put out the signs and things like that. So we know exactly what we need to do. We go in there, we grab the keys to our vehicles, we do the pre-trip, we go out to the job site, and then we do the pre-trip on our equipment that we're going to be on that day. And some of it, like the roller, has to be filled up with water, the milling machine has to be filled up with water. We also have a broom that has to be filled up with water sometimes. And what it does is it helps keep the dust down on that broom when you're sweeping and things. Once you do the pre-trip and get water in the equipment, we're ready to go. You know, by the time Simon's got his signs out, we got the flagman out, and we start paving. I'm there to kind of prove to men that women can do a man's job, you know. That's more or less what I'm trying to do. I mean, I love to show them that a woman can do it.
My name is Shane Daniel. I've been with Hall County for about 16 years now. I was a mill and patch and paving supervisor for the road maintenance department and got transferred up here to work for engineering department for a little while before I actually go back. I turn around and answer phones, help out everyone on the computer as best I can, do a lot of call taking, emailing, and just generally anything that I can to help out. Yeah, there's a lot more to the road projects that were given to me than I ever actually imagined. I never thought of as many manpower and the different techniques, the different way of things were actually handled before they actually got to road maintenance. I never knew, a lot of that existed until I actually came to work up here. I turn around and I take in work orders from the public and evaluate them. I send out patching crews to actually go out and just patch, certain potholes and tickets. And then I work off a LARP list, which is a local area road program. By working out of this office, I've actually had the opportunity to go out with several engineers to find out exactly how the roads are rated. Instead of just pulling a road out of thin air, I actually see now how the roads go out, they get rated, how their numbers measure up to find out which ones actually make that list.
The Traffic Engineering Division equips roads with signals, signs, traffic monitors, school flashers, and other safety measures.
My name is Matt Sipsey. I work for Hall County Traffic Engineering. I'm a traffic technician. I've been with the county just a little over 10 years. I create and maintain traffic road signs, create street markers, and maintain school flashers and traffic signals throughout the county. And I also collect data for the traffic engineer. We replace and make new street markers and road signs on a daily basis. Just the other day I had a lady call in and say the street marker was missing on her road, and she was worried that her relatives wouldn't be able to find her road that were coming from out of town, so I made a ticket on it. I use the computer to design the road sign. When I get it designed, I send it to the cutter plotter, and it actually cuts the signs and the lettering and all that out. Then we take that material, the sheeting, to the sign sign shop, and everything is weeded out, you know, the road name, then transfer tapes put on it, then we stick it to a blank street marker. After the sign's fabricated, I'll give the sign street marker to the sign technician and his crew, and they'll actually go out and install the missing sign. A traffic signal knows when a car is present one of two ways, by loop detection or video detection. You ever see, when you pull up to an intersection, you'll see the cuts on a road, and it's like a circle, and then there's some funny edges on the outside of the circle. You know, that's a loop. There's a wire actually in the asphalt that goes around in a circular motion, and it goes to the signal cabinet. The end of those wires go to the signal cabinet, so when you actually pull on that cut area on the road, it sends a signal to the cabinet to let the controller know that, hey, there's a car over here on this side street, change when you can. And also there's video detection. If you're ever at an intersection, you see all these cameras up overhead, you know, those are pointing down at the intersection, and that's also a way that it's used to pick the cars up instead of the other loop that's in the ground. It just shows you on the camera, then it sends a signal to the controller, then it lets the traffic cycle.